Hello and welcome to Full Send Broadcast Network. Here tonight we have the Finish Line Racing League presented by BABB'S Body Shop from Richmond International Raceway, with 2 races left to go before the playoffs start here in the Finish Line Racing League. Got a little tongue-tied there. Let's take you through the pre-race info as practice is starting to wrap up here with about 2 minutes remaining. It's 67 degrees Fahrenheit. The track surface temperature is 69 degrees. Here at this right at 3/4 of a mile track, we're going to be doing 100 laps around it. They have a 60% fuel load. That's going to get them about 55 to 60 laps on a fuel run. 2 fast repairs, 3 sets of tires. That's going to include the set of tires they qualify on. And the big question everyone has right now heading in towards the end of the regular season is who will gain momentum going into the playoffs, with 1 race left after this, and that's Daytona International Speedway in Daytona, Florida, as they're going to go pack racing to end the regular season. And that is your pre-race info here, brought to you by BABB'S Body Shop. For all your body shop needs in Georgia, go to www.babbsbodyshop.com and they'll get you fixed up and back on the road. Let's go take a look and see what the leaderboard looks like as we're about to wrap practice up here with about 45 seconds left. Trevor Robertson in that 6 machine right now is the fastest with a 21.530. Blake Sperling in second right now with a 21.537. Tyler Cross in third with a 21.539. Jonathan Cogswell in that 75, currently in fourth in practice with a 21.567. And rounding out the top 5 here is Roger Pierce in that 29 machine with a 21.635. And that's how it looks like here as practice is winding down with about 5 seconds left in it, as we wait for these guys to start qualifying. This track is definitely going to be tricky out there tonight as the sun begins to set. This track is going to go through a lot of changes out there. Going to possibly slicken up or may even get tighter out there for these drivers. As qualifying gets underway here, it's going to be a 5-minute session. Like Zach Wheeler and a few others are going to jump out to pit road here. There's Zach Wheeler in that 20 machine. He'll try to jump out to be the first one to get a qualifying lap in. Roger Pierce in the 29 is also out here. That Black Rifle Coffee Company 29 machine. Like he got in the wall a little bit right there out of turn 2. We'll have to see if that's going to allow him to have this lap, as it does not. That lap was voided by that. Get close to it again. Josh Oxendine, first one to put a lap up on the board with a 21.944. See if Roger Pierce has anything for that. Cogswell to the top. Roger Pierce to the top with a 21.603. You see Josh Oxendine come across the line with a 21.793. Michael Fahey, a newcomer to the Finish Line Racing League out here in that 35 machine. Right now he's currently P5. Let's see what he brings across the line here. Looks like he's going to go up to P4 with a 21.762. Trevor Robertson currently in third, coming out of 4. He's going to go to the top spot with a 21.524 for that 6 machine. Definitely going to be quick out there tonight. Go check back in with Zach Wheeler fighting that car off of turn 4. Looks like that's going to be it for his qualifying run. He's going to set it in there with a 21.935. Here's Justin Hutchinson in the 28 rolling off pit road, along with the 88 of Tyler Cross. Tyler Cross looked fast in practice. See what kind of lap time he's going to lay down. Tyler Cross comes over the line. Going to go P4 on his first lap. Justin Hutchinson goes to 8th. Oh, Tyler had to get out of the throttle big time on the corner exit of 2 right there. That's going to kill his second lap. Let's see if he's able to recover it through 3 and 4. Not going to improve. Justin Hutchinson in the 28 machine goes up to P6 with a 21.789. We wait now for Scott Stotler in the 8, Christian Hill in the 85 as Christian Hill comes out on the track, and Blake Sperling waiting for them to come out on the track to take their qualifying time with about a minute left. Christian Hill takes the green flag on his qualifying run. Let's ride along with Christian Hill as he comes around the track and see how these guys are fighting these cars. Fantastic shot here from the visor cam of the 85 machine. Really smooth on the wheel. Come across the line right now, P9. He's going to stay in 9th place right now with a 22.037. Now we have 2 cars left that have yet to qualify here at Richmond. That's the 8 of Scott Stotler, the 1 of Blake Sperling, and a late entry here as qualifying ends. Stephen Payne in the 41 has joined the race. Going to bring our car count up to 12 as we wait for these drivers to grid up. And as the drivers grid up, let's bring your official starting lineup on. Presented by BABB'S Body Shop. On the pole, you have Trevor Robertson with that 21.524 in that 6 machine. Outside front row is the 29 of Roger Pierce. Starting second. Third, Jonathan Cogswell. Fourth, Tyler Cross. Fifth, Michael Fahey. Sixth, Justin Hutchinson. Seventh, Josh Oxendine. Eighth, Zach Wheeler. Ninth, Christian Hill. 10th, Scott Stotler. 11th, Blake Sperling. And rounding out the field in 12th, Stephen Payne. And that's your official starting lineup here tonight from Richmond Raceway in the Finish Line Racing League, presented by BABB'S Body Shop. As we wait for these cars to finish gridding up, it's definitely going to be setting the tone to be a very exciting race tonight. Can't wait for it to really kick off and see these cars slipping and sliding all over this place. Pace car begins to roll off, so does the field. as the lights are out on the pace car, signaling we're going green this time by. Trevor Robertson on the front row with Roger Pierce as we are getting ready to go green, coming out of 4 here, waiting for the pace car to make a left-hand turn. Looks like they're going to delay the green by 1 lap here. Got some fantastic shots here from the wall. Pace car makes that hard left turn. The field waiting on the green flag. Green flag is out at Richmond here in the Finish Line Racing League, presented by BABB'S Body Shop. As they muscle it off down into turn 1 here. Jonathan Cogswell trying to take the second spot from Roger Pierce as we got a car in the wall already. Looks like the 28 of Justin Hutchinson, as he's still having issues. Tough break already for that 28 machine, already getting into the wall. Trevor Robertson out to a half a second lead almost. Roger Pierce able to break away from Jonathan Cogswell. Michael Fahey, the newcomer in the 35. Oh, is Zach Wheeler's hard in the wall. Nose first. Caution's going to come out. Let's go back and take a look and see what happened to the 20 of Zach Wheeler. That's going to be our first entry here for the BABB'S Body Shop wreck of the race. And we'll slow it down as he starts to lose control. As you see right there, he gets the left front ever so slightly down onto the apron, which upset that Ford for Wheeler, and just overcorrects it and noses it hard into the outside wall. Oh, the 8 of Scott Stotler got a piece of it. We'll have to check on the 8 to see if there's any critical damage on him. But right now, Zach Wheeler, the lone nominee so far for the BABB'S Body Shop wreck of the race. Go check on Scott Stotler here in the 8. He does have quite a bit of right front fender damage there. Looks like he's going to use a fast repair there. So does Zach Wheeler in the 20. So they've used one of their 2 fast repairs. Trevor Robertson stays out. Still your leader with Roger Pierce in 2nd. Tyler Cross in 3rd. 4th, Jonathan Cogswell. 5th, Michael Fahey. 6th, Josh Oxendine. 7th, Christian Hill. 8th is the 8 of Scott Stotler. 9th, Blake Sperling. 10th, Zach Wheeler. And 11th, Stephen Payne, with Justin Hutchinson coming off pit road, rounding out the field in 12th. All 12 cars are still on the lead lap. No one giving up just yet. We're coming around under caution to complete lap 7 out of the scheduled 100 tonight. It's not including overtime, green, white checkers, anything like that. Drivers are definitely facing loose conditions. The lights are going to go out on the pace car, signaling 1 to go. We're going to be going green this time by. Those of you tuning in, we greatly appreciate it here at the Full Send Broadcast Network. Tonight we got the Finish Line Racing League presented by BABB'S Body Shop from Richmond International Raceway. Waiting for the pace car to make that left turn. There it goes. The field rests on Trevor Robertson's shoulders now. Green flag is back out. Roger Pierce with a fantastic start on that outside lane to be able to keep up. But Tyler Cross in the 88 matched Trevor Robertson's start almost to a T. And is now battling Roger Pierce for that second spot. Try to clear the 29 right here out of turn 4. He will. Pinches the 29 a little bit, but no contact was made, able to clear him. Now he's going to go back up to the middle line there, and Roger Pierce is going to battle back to the inside. And all this is allowing Trevor Robertson to walk away right now. He's already out to over a half a second lead over these two. Tyler Cross is going to pull it off in the end ultimately right there. So we have a car really wide there out of turn 2, the 85 of Christian Hill. Really wide out there. He's running that extreme high line. Like he might have gotten into the wall a little bit right there. Trevor Robertson almost stretching it out to a 1 second lead over the 88 of Tyler Cross. He comes around to complete lap 12. Battle for 4th heating up here between Jonathan Cogswell and the newcomer of Michael Fahey. Zach Wheeler has rebounded up to 7th place now. As the field begins to stretch out a little bit. As Tyler Cross is starting to eat into the lead of Trevor Robertson there. Let's take a look at the lap time history here as they go by. Tyler Cross has been faster the past 5 laps. Couple tenths here, 1/10 there, and then a couple of hundredths and thousandths on the others. Let's see what it is this time by. That time, Trevor Robertson was 400ths faster than Tyler Cross. It seems like the 88 is better than the 6 through turns 1 and 2. And then Trevor Robertson was able to pull away in turns 3 and 4. Let's do a little bit of Full Send Fired Up for y'all. Go ahead and turn that volume up and get ready to hear some race cars go by. That was your Full Send Fired Up, presented by BABB'S Body Shop here on the Full Send Broadcast Network. Just seen a little bit of in-car camera there to see these guys, how much they're fighting the wheel. We're just now a little ways past the quarter-way mark of this race. We see a battle for position here. Zach Wheeler trying to take the 5th spot away from Jonathan Cogswell. Cogswell fighting back on the high side there. Josh Oxendine trying to get to the high side of Zach Wheeler to take the 6th spot. Oh, we have a battle for 4th now. Oh, Cogswell really sideways right there. It's going to be tough to hold that low line. Cogswell's going to lose a couple of spots there. Michael Fahey able to hold on to the 4th spot there. Trevor Robertson has stretched it out to over 2.5 seconds over 2nd place Tyler Cross. Really putting the work in that 6 machine to stretch it out. As these guys back here are still duking it out. Zach Wheeler trying to take the 4th spot from Michael Fahey. He's going to clear him there out of turn 2. Puts Wheeler up to 4th. Looking at the 3rd place car of Roger Pierce. Roger Pierce has a little bit of rear fender damage or back bumper damage on that 29 machine. Looks like maybe when him and Tyler Cross were battling for position, Tyler Cross might have put the bumper to him a little. Really cool shot right here off the nose of Zach Wheeler looking at Roger Pierce as he starts working on the 29 for position. Really looking at the hand movements here to see how much he is actually putting in wheel input. As the sun looks like it's trying to peek back out here. Could be seeing parts of the track getting the sun shining back on it and warming it up. That's going to wreak havoc on some of these drivers' handling. Trevor Robertson is stretched out to a 3.5 second lead now. Really putting on a dominating performance so far tonight. as we should be approaching roughly, I would say within the next 10 or so laps, we should be expecting these drivers to start making green flag stops. As there's a battle going on right now, looks like for third. Josh Oxendine coming out of nowhere up to the 4th spot, getting by Zach Wheeler, now trying to get around the 29 of Roger Pierce. He's going to look to the inside here once again, and he is going to slide up and take the 3rd spot from Roger Pierce. Zach Wheeler trying to follow, but they're going to almost take it 3 wide into turn 1. Roger Pierce trying to answer back to Oxendine on the inside. Really battling it out here, door to door out of turn 4. Zach Wheeler trying to figure out who he's going to go with. He's going to elect the high side there. He got really loose, looked like they're out of turn 2. Just noticed something on the 75 on corner exit there. Look like lots of wheel input. Yeah, you see that steering wheel. Oh, he smacks the wall a little bit. Putting a lot of wheel into it. Let's go right along on the visor cam with the 75. Jonathan Cogswell. Lots of hand movement. That car is not handling the way he wants it to right now. You see that huge gaggle of cars in front of him all battling for position. Car is very, very loose for the 75. It appears it's really tight on corner entry and loose on corner exit for Cogswell, as he is really having to fight that car. We have a battle, a little bit of contact from the 63 and the 8. That's going to put Scott Stotler up to the 3rd spot. He's our biggest mover of the race right now. He is up 7 positions from the start of this race. Oxendine in the wall hard. Wheeler makes contact. Both those drivers still able to regroup it and carry on. Wheeler had to back way out of the throttle right there. Seen that car was extremely sideways on corner exit. We see Blake Sperling going to the inside of Oxendine, taking the 3rd spot. Or the 4th spot, sorry. As we're approaching green flag stops here. Trevor Robertson out to over 5.5 seconds in his own zip code right now. Over the 88 of Tyler Cross. Tyler Cross in his own zip code also. He's about 6 seconds ahead of 3rd place. And then from 3rd on back, these guys are just a huge gaggle of cars. As Jonathan Cogswell, the first to come down pit road here. There goes Trevor Robertson to come around to complete lap 52, now working on lap 53. As the lights around the track just come on, you've seen a little blip of light right there. That's the lights around the track coming on to light up this racing surface as you see the shadows starting to project. Here comes Tyler Cross down pit road. Gonna give up the second spot. Here comes Trevor Robertson down pit road to give up the lead on lap 55. That's gonna cycle Blake Sperling in the one machine to the lead. Tightly battling right now with Scott Stotler in the 8. Right now we have Trevor Robertson and Josh Oxendine on pit road. Zach Wheeler comes to pit road. Michael Fahey comes down pit road. Lots of green flag stops happening right now. Blake Sperling is right now your leader. With Scott Stotler in second, Roger Pierce in third, Justin Hutchinson in fourth. And those are the last four that have yet to pit so far. As we see Scott Stotler in the 8 try to go by to lead a lap. Really makes you wonder how far these guys can stretch it on fuel. I feel like, oh, here comes the one of Blake Sperling on the pit road. Now with this round of green flag stops, once everyone is done pitting, the 6 of Trevor Robertson will be your leader still once everyone is cycled through. But I believe he will have a massive lead. Looks like it will be upwards of almost 7 seconds over Tyler Cross. As Scott Stotler and Roger Pierce come down pit road, that's going to leave Justin Hutchinson out right now as the lone wolf who is yet to pit. .28 machine of Hutchinson there. Really stretching it out on fuel, exceeding my expectations. But here comes Trevor Robertson about to take the lead from him. Trevor Robertson going to go around Hutchinson like he's sitting still. Robertson has the fresher tires. And that will be about a 7-second lead over Tyler Cross for Robertson. As you see Justin Hutchinson falling back very quickly. Roger Pierce possibly with a pit road penalty in that 29 machine, as he is 2 laps down. Scored back in 10th place. Right now we have 5 cars on the lead lap. Once Justin Hutchinson pits, that'll be down to 4 cars on the lead lap. as the 28 comes down pit road now to get that car serviced. That's going to leave Robertson, Cross, Cogswell, and Wheeler on the lead lap, with Sperling, Stotler, Fahey, and Oxendine 1 lap down. Roger Pierce and Christian Hill are 2 laps down. I believe Justin Hutchinson will be close to 2 laps down by the time he comes off the pit road, as he just went 1 lap down right there. Leader comes around pit road right now. Should see Justin Hutchinson coming off of pit road here in frame shortly. As you see right there, that yellow and black car, he is looking at going 2 laps down after this is said and done. But here comes Roger Pierce trying to get by the 6 to get one of his laps back. Possibly hope for a caution and just take a wave around to get back on the lead lap. And for those of you tuning in tonight, we greatly appreciate it here at the Full Send Broadcast Network. Tonight we have the Finish Line Racing League brought to you by BABB'S Body Shop. For all your body shop needs in Georgia, go to www.babbsbodyshop.com and they'll get you fixed up and back out on the road. So far, we've only had 1 caution tonight, and that was brought out by the 20 of Zach Wheeler. These drivers really showing that they have the talent to be able to get around this tricky 3/4 mile track of Richmond Raceway, where these cars can snap loose any moment, and you really have to fight the wheel, especially here out of turn 4. Now, as we approach the 3/4 way mark on this race here at Richmond, what do you say we do one more full send, fire it up, and listen to these cars zoom around this track at full song? And that was our Full Send Fire It Up here on the Full Send Broadcast Network, brought to you by BABB'S Body Shop. We have 20 laps to go here in tonight's race. Trevor Robertson out to a 9.5 second lead over Tyler Cross in the 88 machine. Trevor Robertson putting on an absolute clinic out there tonight, dominating the majority of this race with the exception of a few laps there where green flag stops were cycling through. Definitely going out there for a max points night by leading the most laps and winning the race. Definitely trying to show his competitors and the rest of the field that he is here for the playoffs in aggressive fashion at that. Just to give you a rundown of the field as they are right now. Right now, Trevor Robertson in the 6 is your leader, dominating tonight's race. In second, we got Tyler Cross in the 88 machine. Jonathan Cogswell currently sitting in the 3rd spot. Looking good out there tonight, having a solid top 3 run. In 4th is Zach Wheeler in the 20 machine after bringing out the caution, being the lone nominee for the BABB'S Body Shop wreck of the race. He's out there with a great recovery, bringing it back up to 4th. In 5th, we have our biggest mover of the race tonight so far, that one machine of Blake Sperling. He's up 6 spots since the drop of the green flag. In 6th, we have the 8 of Scott Stotler. He looked like he had a load of speed earlier and was trying to get up there and battle for the 2nd and 3rd spot. And after green flag stops, he's kind of cycled back a little bit, running currently in 6th. Michael Fahey in that 35 machine. In his inaugural race out here as a rookie in the Finish Line Racing League. He's currently running 7th. He battled a little bit with some of the other drivers and definitely looking good out there in his first outing here in the Finish Line Racing League, especially being at a short track. And 8th, Josh Oxendine in that 63 machine. Had some troubles a little bit here and there with the wall and a little bit of contact with a couple of drivers, but all in all, able to keep it recovered there in the 8th spot. And 9th, as you see Zach Wheeler have a big moment right there. In 9th is the 28 of Justin Hutchinson after having some issues early by getting in the wall. Falling back, just has not been able to recover from that, being that it's been going green flag the rest of the way. In 10th, we have the 29 of Roger Pierce. He's been having some issues tonight, possibly a pit road speeding penalty. Trying to battle back to get back on the lead lap. He's currently 1 lap down, about to go 2 laps down here. In 11th, we got the 85 of Christian Hill. Definitely not having the performance he's looking for tonight. But struggling through it and making sure he gets the finish, because you never know what can happen. And rounding out the field in 12th, out of the race, is the 41 of Stephen Payne. We're within 10 laps to go here as Trevor Robertson sees the flagman put up 8 fingers, signaling 8 laps to go tonight here in the scheduled 100 laps in the Finish Line Racing League from Richmond Raceway, brought to you by BABB'S Body Shop. For all your body shop needs, go to www.babbsbodyshop.com. Trevor Robertson out to 11.5 second lead over Tyler Cross. Absolutely putting a hurting on the field tonight. with only one caution out there all night tonight, and that was for the 20 of Zach Wheeler on lap 5, I believe that was. Trevor Robertson just going out, stepping away from the field both times, in just very outgoing fashion. This is kind of laying it back a little bit right here, giving Roger Pierce a little bit of a break. Trevor Robertson hoping it goes green for the next 5 laps, as he does not want to see that huge 11-second lead disappear with the wave of a yellow flag. He's hoping the next flag he sees is the white flag, which means the checkered flag will end it. Three laps to go tonight for the 6 machine. Trevor Robertson really stacking up the playoff points this season. He should be seated right up there along the top 2 or 3, I believe, in playoffs once they reset it to after Daytona next week. Now, like I just said, next week we are ending the regular season in the Finish Line Racing League at Daytona International Speedway. Go plate racing to decide the top 8 to go into the playoffs. As Josh Oxendine, a little bit of issues. He's slow there on the low side. White flag is out. One more lap to go for Trevor Robertson, as he now has a 10-second lead over Tyler Cross. Going out and putting a hurting on the field with a statement here out of turn 4, sees the checkered flag. Trevor Robertson is your winner tonight in the Finish Line Racing League, presented by BABB'S Body Shop. Amazing, amazing performance there by the 6 machine. Your top 5 are Trevor Robertson, Tyler Cross, Jonathan Cogswell, Blake Sperling, and Scott Stotler. We're going to see Trevor Robertson really burn it down here after having that dominating performance. Well, he just might prove me wrong there. It looks like he may just sit there. There he goes. Let's pull up your official finishing order here tonight, presented by BABB'S Body Shop. Trevor Robertson pulling off the win in dominating fashion, bringing that 6 machine home to victory lane. Tyler Cross in second. Third was Jonathan Cogswell. Fourth was Blake Sperling. Fifth, Scott Stotler. Sixth was Zach Wheeler. Seventh, Michael Fahey in his first start here in the Finish Line Racing League. Eighth was Justin Hutchinson. Ninth, Roger Pierce. 10th, Josh Oxendine. 11th, Christian Hill. And rounding out the field in 12th place was Stephen Payne. And that's your official finishing order, brought to you by BABB'S Body Shop. What do you say we start getting some drivers in here for interviews? First up is going to be the 75 of Jonathan Cogswell, bringing it home third. Get him in the booth for an interview. Hey there, Jonathan Cogswell. You got a copy?
Hey, we meet again.
We do, man. Congrats on bringing it home third. Walk us through how that race went for you.
Well, I was pretty fast, but I couldn't hold it down like they were. So eventually, I decided to just let them go on past, and I pitted early, and then I had a clean track in front of me, and I was just able to fly without worrying about other people.
Yeah, it definitely looked like it was a handful out there tonight. Were the cars really loose, or were they tight, or were they just pushing so tight that they would snap loose on exit?
Well, I was loose. I was loose everywhere. It was squirrely.
Well, it definitely put on a heck of a show, seeing lots of cars getting sideways out there, lots of fantastic saves. I think we caught a couple of your good saves there, especially out of turn 4 on camera. Uh, how do you feel about next week going to Daytona to end out the regular season there at a plate track?
That's going to be great, especially since they just redone Daytona. This is going to be exciting.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a fantastic show to look forward to. Um, are there any races that you have circled on the calendar coming up?
But I have to look real quick.
Well, we got Homestead, Daytona, then Homestead, Michigan, Nashville Super Speedway, Charlotte Roval to be the cutoff race for the Final Four, and then we're ending the season at Talladega.
Well, Homestead, that's on everyone's schedule pretty much, so I should be all right there. Michigan, that's kind of free for all. So, and Nashville, that's going to be tough. And Charlotte, I used to be, well, Charlotte Roval, I don't know. I don't know about that. I'm not really a road course driver.
Yeah, well, do you have any shout outs or sponsor plugs you want to get out there for the people watching?
But like to thank you for broadcasting and for this league for having me, and I look forward to racing again next week.
Hey, man, much appreciated. And maybe we'll get to talk to you next week when we leave Daytona.
That would be sweet. That'd be a special one.
All right, well, you have a good night.
Thanks a lot.
And that was your third place finisher, Jonathan Cogswell, bringing that 75 machine home in third place after definitely having a struggle of a night with car handling, but able to get it up front there and bring it home third. Let's bring in our second place finisher, 88 of Tyler Cross. Hey there, Tyler Cross. You got a copy?
Copy there.
Hey, man, congrats on bringing it home second. Walk us through how that race went for you.
Well, to be honest, I was hoping to qualify a little better with what the times were looking like in practice, but got fourth. Honestly, just was hoping to keep my nose clean. I don't have a great history on this track. Always end up getting into some kind of altercation with some car, so kind of just happy to stay out of trouble. And honestly, burned up my tires a little more than I wanted to on that first run, trying to get by Roger. And then once I got into second, I was just trying to conserve my tires, but Trevor was just in a league of his own.
Yeah, speaking of tires, how was the tire wear out there tonight?
To be honest, it was a lot better than I thought it would be. I was expecting them to wear a lot more, and other people were saying that they were wearing a lot, but my tires at the end of that run, the first run at least, were 80%, I want to say. So I think I did a good job tire saving, but just didn't have enough time to catch up.
Yeah, that's not too bad. I was expecting the tire wear to be a lot worse because Richmond is known now as it ages as being a very abrasive track. And looking forward to next week, we're going to Daytona International Speedway to end out the regular season. How do you feel about going out there to go plate racing to have a shot at getting into the playoffs?
Well, hopefully I can get it done. I've pushed a lot of people to wins at plate tracks, but haven't gotten many wins myself there. So we'll just see how it goes, and hopefully I can come out on top.
Yeah, well, you have any shout-outs or sponsor plugs you want to get out there?
Oh, I mean, if anybody wants to go and follow my Twitch channel, at the Trippy Place. I'll probably be streaming, hopefully 3 to 4 times a week, kind of afternoon time, Eastern. But other than that, no, I'm good.
All right, man. Well, we appreciate you stopping by, and once again, congrats on bringing it home in second. And maybe we'll get to talk to you next week when we leave Daytona.
Maybe we'll see. A lot can happen on those plate tracks, so it's gonna be a fun one.
All right. Well, you have a good night.
You as well.
And that was Tyler Cross, your runner-up finisher here tonight. Now we're going to take you to what we normally do here in the Finish Line Racing League, presented by BABB'S Body Shop. We're going to take you to the BABB'S Body Shop Wreck of the Race winner, and that's going to be the 20 of Zach Wheeler, bringing it home in 6th. Let's go take a look and see how that race, or how that wreck went for him. You see here, he's going into turn 3. Gets into the corner, but right there he gets just enough on the apron with that left front to upset the car and overcorrects and noses it hard into the wall. And that is your BABB'S Body Shop Wreck of the Race winner, the 20 of Zach Wheeler. Let's get him in here for an interview. Hey there, Zach Wheeler. You got a copy?
Yep.
Hey, man. Unfortunate circumstances, but I guess it's a congratulations and a sort, because you're going to walk away with a little extra pocket change. You are tonight's BABB'S Body Shop Wreck of the Race winner. Walk us through how your race went and ultimately what led up to that incident that brought out the caution there for you.
Yeah, I was kind of aggravated because I wasn't as quick as I wanted to be. And then I touched the apron and I corrected. I didn't think I overcorrected, you know. I just kind of barely turned it back and it just hooked and went straight into the wall. That was about, I don't know. I don't think I could have really avoided doing that.
Well, the rest of the race, though, you had a good recovery leading up to that. And looked like you were able to get it up there, up and battle for the 2nd and 3rd spots. But it
Yeah, I thought on new tires I was running like 3rd, 4th, and I was faster than them. That since we didn't have to pit again for gas, I just went on the old tires. I could not turn. It just gets straight into the wall. But I guess they save tires better than I do.
Yeah, and ultimately bringing it home 6th. That's kind of unfortunate because you look like you had a lot of speed in the car. How was the car handling for you?
It was great until the tires wore off, which was probably because of my driving, the way I was driving. But yeah, it was great until then. But I'm trying to make it to the playoffs. That's my main goal, and this didn't help.
Yeah, man, like I said, unfortunately, but it's a congratulations, but not the congratulations you want
Yeah.
for winning the BABB'S Body Shop Wreck of the Race. How do you feel about going to Daytona next week?
Good. And everybody's got a chance to win there.
Well, you have any shout outs or sponsor plugs you want to get out there?
No, just Finish Line Racing League and putting on a good show every Tuesday.
All right, man. Well, hopefully we get to talk to you next week when we leave Daytona, and you have yourself a good night.
Yeah, you too.
Thank you. And that was Zach Wheeler, tonight's BABB'S Body Shop Wreck of the Race winner for that incident on lap 6, coming out of turn 4, getting on the apron just a hair and ended up correcting it, and it just hooked hard right into the wall. Now, I think we've spent a little bit too much time on the other drivers. What do you say we get our race winner up in here? Get Trevor Robertson in the booth. Hey there, Trevor Robertson. You got a copy? Trevor Robertson, got a copy. Believe Trevor Robertson's having a little bit of technical difficulties. Try him one more time here. Hey, Trevor Robertson, got a copy? Trevor Robertson, got a copy. Trevor Robertson, got a copy?
Yes, sir. I can hear you now.
Hey, there he is. A little bit of technical difficulty. Man, congrats on the race win tonight. Definitely in your own zip code. Walk us through how that race went for you. How'd your car handle? And ultimately, man, you were just checking out on everybody.
Well, I bought the track like 2 hours ago, and I ran like 5 practice laps, and then I just found the braking points, and I dropped that brake bias all the way down to like 54, and I rode the brakes the whole time, so I was able to save some tires that way.
Man, whatever you were doing, it was definitely working as you were able to walk away. I mean, ultimately winning the race by 10 seconds. The biggest lead that we had seen, you had, I believe it was 14-second lead. Definitely putting a hurting on the competition and definitely showing that you're not here to play when it comes to the playoff season, where we're got one race left in the regular season heading into the playoffs. Definitely have that momentum heading into it. How do you feel about going to Daytona next week?
That's going to be just luck of the draw. Hopefully, Lady Daytona rolls my number, but you never know. I don't know. I'm just glad I was able to race, with all this electricity issues I'm having and everything. But I had to do something. But it was, I don't know. I had it easier. It was quiet, not being in Discord and hearing everybody talk, and I was able to, I guess, concentrate a little more. I surprised myself, honestly.
Yeah, it can get a little hectic in Discord, and but man, that may be the secret for you, just kind of having the peace and quiet to yourself. And if that's the end result, man, everyone else is in danger right now.
Well, it changes per track, so like Daytona, it'll chew you up and spit you out, and you never know where you're gonna land. So
Yeah.
hopefully it works out good.
How was the car handling for you? Was it loose or tight for you?
It honestly felt pretty good for me. I just let her roll through the corners, not try and give it any throttle. And if you got it on the throttle in the turns, it would hop up on the right front and just not turn at all. So you just be patient, let her rotate, and accelerate out on the exit. And man, it just, like I said, saved tires and drove real nice.
Yeah, well, you definitely have clinched a spot in the playoffs, especially after tonight's performance and race win. Do you have any sponsor plugs or shout outs you want to get out there?
Just a shout out to you and the Full Send Broadcast Network, and the Finish Line Racing League, and that's about all I can say for now.
Well, much appreciated, man, and hopefully we get to talk to you next week as we leave Daytona, and you have a good night.
Alrighty, man. You too.
Thank you. And that was Trevor Robertson, your race winner tonight, bringing home the checkered flag once again in this season with a dominating performance here from Richmond. Let's pull up our official finishing results here presented by Babb's Body Shop one more time before we sign off. Your race winner, Trevor Robertson, by an astounding 10 seconds. Tyler Cross brings it home second. Third, Jonathan Cogswell. Fourth, Blake Sperling. Fifth, Scott Stotler. Sixth, Zach Wheeler. Seventh, Michael Fahey. Eighth, Justin Hutchinson. Ninth, Roger Pierce. 10th, Josh Oxendine. 11th, Christian Hill. And rounding out the field in 12th was Stephen Payne. And that's your official finishing order here in the Finish Line Racing League. Brought to you by Babb's Body Shop. For all your body shop needs, go to www.babbsbodyshop.com. Now, looking forward here on the Full Send Broadcast Network, coming up Saturday and Sunday, we'll be live again with the Southern Excitement Racing League for playoff races in both of those series, the Truck Series on Saturday night and the Next Gen Series on Sunday night. And coming up on the 27th, we have the Budman 100 it's a special one-off dirt race brought to you by the Budman here on the Full Send Broadcast Network. And on the 28th of January, we're going to be live here from Charlotte Motor Speedway for the Budman 600. They're going to do 600 miles, 400 laps at Charlotte Motor Speedway for a special one-off race, $100 winner take all. And then on February 4th, we'll be live here with another special one-off race for the Pre-Clash Clash brought to you by Full Send Motorsports here on the Full Send Broadcast Network. That's going to be 99 laps in the ARCA cars around Daytona, getting everybody ready and hyped up for the actual clash that Real World NASCAR is going to have on Sunday the 6th from the LA Coliseum. And then coming up February 13th, the day before Valentine's Day, 1 week before the Daytona 500, we're going to have the prelude to the 500 brought to you by Ron Morris Racing here on the Full Send Broadcast Network. That's going to be another huge event. I believe I've heard rumors of it being about $500 to win. Be sure to follow us and turn that notification bell on so you'll get updates and know when we go live with any of these events. And definitely have an exciting month of racing coming up, and we cannot wait for you to be a part of it. For Full Send Broadcast Network, I'm Jacob signing off here tonight, and we can't wait to see you go full send. We'll see you next time.